Let's look at giving. A lot of the time, I tend to understand. Let me say, I choose to understand that this life you are living wouldn't have gotten to this level if I have been greedy with life, acagonic in nature. If I have been so rigid with giving, I can boldly say most of the benefits I benefited in life, I wouldn't have come across it. The word of God says, He said, give. It will come back to you. He said, in good measure. There are many things that I have come to realize that men must give. There was a time in my life as a very little boy. I was actually trusting God for an admission then. And something happened in my local church, and we're like, we need instruments, we need to change the church instruments. This, that, everybody must be a partaker of it. And I look at myself as a little boy. Where do I get money for this? I want to give into this project of God. I went to visit an uncle. And that uncle, after staying a few days with him, he blesses me with some cash. I think precisely it should be like 5,000 naira. It was a big money then, big money. And with my age then, that money was big. You say, what is 5,000? That was let's say 2,000, year 2000. And I said, God, you could see my heart desire that I want to give to this project. This uncle has not been giving to me like this, but this time he gave. I went to church. I sowed that seed. I gave as unto the Lord. And I say, God, this offering, I know I would have bought new clothes, get new shoes, and like that, but I gave it for that project. I saw that project come into reality. They bought new keyboard, bought new drums, bought new this, that, and at the end of the day, the church was more beautiful and got better. We have better sound, better music. I felt so happy. I've been waiting for my admission for like 3 years. Can I surprise you? I was just at home one day and someone just visited me. I can't remember. And say, yeah, so school is admitting people. Are you not going to apply? I said, which school? He mentioned the name. And I decided to give it a try. Home like magic. I got the admission. You were wondering what 5,000 naira got to do with admission. It is in good measure I gave. And it came back to me in another dimension, which has to do with my destiny and my life. That was how I gained admission that year. Let's look at this. Giving into the life of others also. Many a times we tend not to be ready to contribute to the life of people by giving into their life. That counsel, that little change that can encourage that little boy in your office, in your church, in your compound, on your street, that little change that can put a smile on that man's family. Something that you think is little is much for another person. You know, the theory of giving is a practicality in the realm of the spirit, that when we trade a act of giving, the way God gave back unto us, you cannot explain it. I'm a giver. God has helped me a lot to give until today. My life is existing because God has allowed men to give back unto me in good measure, overflowing. There are various sacrifices that as human we need to do, we need to make for us to get to another level in our life, and it's tied to giving unto God and unto man. Don't be a greedy person. Don't say, what is your gain after giving? There is more. Give as unto the Lord. Even if you are given unto a man, give as unto the Lord. Abraham gave an entertained angel without knowing that these people are angel of the Lord. And that was the time that God visited Abraham in another dimension. Isaac was given to them. Can we equate what Abraham gave to the angel to what the angel of God manifested in the family of Abraham, the father of faith? If you have not been given, I will encourage you, give. Giving is not a loss. It is a spiritual phenomenon. It is a spiritual activity. Giving is an